Let's dive into the second half of Season 4 with one of the most important conditions of all: food. Food matters so much to people's moods, cognitive performance, and attention spans that I'm sure it's obvious why it's on my list here. Let's start with the silly extremes. If you don't feed people anything for long enough, they're just going to leave, and that's after they stop paying attention and or get all hangry. That said, if you set out a luxurious banquet of everyone's favorite food with all the associated sights and smells, why would anyone be the least bit interested in the work at hand? Of course, most of us wouldn't consider either of those extremes during a board meeting. They still illustrate how food can affect us without having to go to Google Scholar to find relevant research. Although I did go to Google Scholar to find relevant research, and I found a paper from 2020 in Advances in Psychological Science by Xie and Yang, where they reviewed prior studies on the effect of hunger on cognitive performance and found that, in their view, the methodology of existing research was based too much on subjective feelings and poor methodology to be reliable. So, for now, let's just trust our guts, literally, and think about how we might be intentional about food to keep our directors and executives sharp, focused, and maybe even a bit excited to show up. I guess what I mean is, how can we make sure the literal main course is nutritious, delicious, and satisfying without it being the figurative main course of the board meeting?